Hello everyone, and once again welcome on behalf of the Montana Amateur Athletic Union to the 2023 Little Sullivan Awards Banquet. My name's Richie Melby. I'll be your virtual MC for this portion of the ceremony here this evening. I do wish I could be there to recognize each of these young student athletes in person for all of their accolades, both on the playing surfaces and off. And of course, also celebrating and thanking the parents, the families, the teachers and coaches, everyone that's helped mold them into these young student athletes that have led us here tonight to them being the 8 finalists for the 2023 Montana Little Sullivan Award. But despite not being able to be there in person, I am honored to be able to introduce you to each of these athletes, to hear from their coaches, and talk about why they are the cream of the crop here in 2023. So without further ado, let's continue on with the evening. The Little Sullivan Award was created by the late David and Ella Ravines of Miles City. David served as the National AAU president and held numerous positions within the Montana AAU and Miles City sports communities. The family created the Little Sullivan Award to honor outstanding male and female athletes in the Treasure State that display qualities of athletic excellence, leadership, character, sportsmanship, and ideals of amateurism. So without further ado, let's get to my favorite part of the evening. We'll begin tonight with your 4 female finalists in alphabetical order. Up first, Cola Bad Bear of Billings and Montana State University. Cola Bad Bear was an all-state basketball and volleyball player at Billings Senior who was thrice named first-team All-State on the hardwood. An academic all-state selection and National Honor Society member, Bad Bear found her way to Bozeman and recently finished her career with the Montana State women's basketball program. She immediately made an impact at MSU, playing in every game her freshman season and eventually becoming an all-conference player in the Big Sky, as well as a vocal and physical leader for the Bobcats.
Obviously on the court, it's impacted the program heavily. She's one of the winningest classes in school history. But I think that young lady, she sees the good in everything. She finds the good, she finds the value, and she overcomes, and that trait is going to serve her forever.
Bad Bear somehow found the time to become as big of a star off the court as she was on it, collecting academic all-conference accolades and becoming a staple on campus and around the region by using her voice to raise awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous women and people.
Yeah, I think Cola's a home run. If you think of women's basketball over the chapter of 4 years here at MSU, Cola's going to be one of the first people think of, just because of her service to our community, her service to all of these programs on campus. I know she was stretched in many different ways as far as what she was doing to give back, but that's kind of the character of Cola Bad Bear.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first female finalist, Cola Bad Bear. Your second finalist is Ayla Embry of Bozeman and Rocky Mountain College. Ayla Embry starred on the courts at Bozeman High School, collecting all-state accolades in basketball and volleyball for the Hawks, but it was the latter where she found the most success. All-conference and all-state, Embry helped lift the Hawks to a runner-up state AA finish before joining the Battle and Bears volleyball program at Rocky Mountain College.
They don't make them like Ayla anymore. The last of her breed, it seems like. She is an old school athlete, and what that means is the ability that she has to push herself and let others push her extends far beyond what you see typically these days.
She racked up numerous accolades at Rocky, including multiple NAIA National Defender of the Week honors, and both honorable mention and third-team All-American status. Embry guided Rocky to the NAIA National Championships after leading the nation in digs and digs per set. The back-to-back Frontier Conference Defender of the Year is scattered all throughout the RMC record books, and she captured academic all-conference and NAIA Scholar Athlete honors in the classroom.
She's going to crush everything. She's going to crush being a mom if she's a mom, and a and a wife, which she will soon be. And, at the workforce, she is just going to crush everything in life because that's what she does. She's just an exciting human to watch because she puts her passion in everything that she does. And she really doesn't hold back anything. She gives 100% in everything. We're going to continue, I'm sure, hearing stories about Ayla and her future, even not as an athlete.
Ladies and gentlemen, your second female finalist is Ayla Embry. Your third female finalist, Brittany Fisher of Billings and Montana State University Billings. Brittany Fisher found success on the softball diamond at Billings Senior, earning all-state status for the Bronx and capturing the prestigious Midland Roundtable Female Athlete of the Year award in the Magic City. Fisher was a 4-year letter winner in high school, but it was at MSU Billings where her career truly exploded.
Man, what a career she had here. Always knew she could be something special and always believed that she could be someone that goes in our career books. And sure enough, she did that senior year, beating the home run record, which was really big. I know that was like her main goal her senior year.
Fisher earned honorable mention all-conference accolades as a freshman before capturing first-team and second-team honors throughout the remainder of her career. She belted a Yellow Jacket school record 41 home runs. Fisher ranks third in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference's history in career home runs. She was also named a GNAC Academic All-Conference selection and added an NFCA All-America Scholar Athlete honor to her resume.
Brittany deserves this award because of all the hard work she puts in. She, really found that time management in order to pull out all those hours on community service, working the camps, being a leader on this team, breaking a home run record, presence in the classroom, presence on the field, off the field, in the community. Everyone knows who Brittany Fisher is when they walk around, and everyone in the conference knew who Brittany Fisher was too.
Ladies and gentlemen, your third female finalist, Brittany Fisher. Your fourth female finalist is Sophia Stiles of Malta, the University of Montana, and Florida Gulf Coast. A two-time Montana Gatorade Girls Basketball Player of the Year, Sophia Stiles helped guide Malta to a pair of Class B state championships, while she also earned 9 track and field championships in the hurdles and the jumps. But it was the basketball courts that came calling in college, as Stiles found her way into the starting lineup late in her freshman season at the University of Montana, before starting every game as a redshirt sophomore. She was named second-team All-Big Sky Conference as a redshirt senior at adding numerous school and conference academic honors.
She's the type of player you want on the team. She's really unselfish, hardworking. She builds better relationships. Athletically, we knew we had a high-level player, but what she did behind the scenes to build team chemistry, to keep a positive attitude, to keep everybody motivated towards the team goal, that's where she really excelled.
And Stiles recently completed her collegiate career at Florida Gulf Coast University, starting nearly every game while lifting the Eagles into the NCAA tournament. Coaches and teammates were impressed with her growth, both on and off the court, as Stiles prepares for the next chapter in life.
She wants to give back to her community. After every game, the fans stick around and our players talk to them on the court, and everybody always wanted to talk to Sophia. She became a fan favorite, but kids are really drawn to her. She's really competitive, but you can tell she's enjoying the game when she's out there. She extended beyond just her time at the basketball court. She wanted to be involved in different things, and she did that through the year and did it while, pretty much acing her classes as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, your fourth and final female finalist, Sophia Stiles. And now we announce the winner of the 2023 Montana AAU Female Little Sullivan Award. Congratulations to Cola Bad Bear. And now it's time to meet your 4 male finalists. Your first male finalist is Duncan Hamilton of Bozeman and Montana State University. Duncan Hamilton will go down as one of the most decorated runners and athletes in Montana State history after collecting numerous All-Conference, All-Region, and All-American awards. The Bozeman native, who helped his high school Hawks to the Nike Cross National Cross Country title, won Big Sky Conference championships in the steeplechase and the indoor mile. And while competing in 8 NCAA meets to date, Hamilton collected first-team All-American accolades twice and was also named second-team twice.
Well, it's been a great career for Duncan at Montana State. He's brought so much to the program, not just his performances, but his leadership, and he's really brought our entire team, and especially our distance squad, to another level.
Hamilton owns multiple MSU records and boasts one of the fastest men's collegiate steeplechase times in history, 8 minutes, 18.88 seconds. He also earned runner-up in his first international competition at the North American, Central American, Caribbean Area Championships. And get this, late last month, Duncan Hamilton ran the nation's fastest 3,000-meter steeplechase time this season as he looks to improve on his national runner-up finish from 2022.
Yeah, he always thinks this recruit could, do some incredible things, but even having high expectations coming in, it's been unbelievable the stuff that he's been able to accomplish. The third fastest NCAA steeplechase runner of all time, the fastest American NCAA student athlete in the steeplechase of all time. Run well at 800 meters, 1,500 meters a mile, flat 3K, and 5K as well. So just incredible stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first male finalist, Duncan Hamilton. Your second male finalist is Robbie Houck of Missoula and the University of Montana. Robbie Houck added to his family's legacy with the University of Montana football program after becoming the school's and Big Sky Conference's all-time leading tackler from the safety position. Playing for his father Bobby and following in the footsteps of his uncle Tim, Houck captured national recognition first as a redshirt freshman by collecting more tackles than any freshman across the country.
When I came back here to be the head coach, he was one of the first calls. He called me and asked if he could come along, and we talked about some of the liabilities to that relationship, having your dad as the head coach. He was ready to take that on, and I'm glad he did, because with our defense, we really didn't have anyone that could play his position. He got thrust into the action as a young player and really excelled, and took it on through his senior year, and all the All-American teams and the academic awards were made his mother and I proud.
And his career would only improve from there, with all Big Sky and All-American accolades as a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. Robbie Houck was named to the Buck Buchanan Award watch list last fall and finished his career with a Big Sky career best 482 tackles. He was also stellar in the classroom, becoming a 3-time academic All-American. He's one of only 6 Grizz football players in history to receive that accomplishment. He was also named to the National Football Foundation Hampshire Honor Society after receiving an MBA and graduating with a 3.91 GPA.
I was proud of him as his coach. He played football here the way it's supposed to be played. He was aggressive, he was physical. Even though he was one of the smaller guys on the field, he was probably the most physical. Reminded me a bit of his Uncle Tim in that regard. He's the guy that was an All-American of some sort in each of his 4 years here. He's the all-time greatest tackler in the Big Sky. He's a 3-time academic All-American. Just one of the great players in program history, and I'm obviously proud to have had a chance to coach him, and certainly proud to be his parent.
Ladies and gentlemen, your second male finalist, Robbie Houck. Your third male finalist, Jacob Morgan of Billings and the University of Mary. Born in Japan, Morgan moved to Montana to attend Billings Central and became decorated in the classroom and on the wrestling mats for the Rams. A 4.0 GPA student, Morgan collected 95 wins in his prep career while wrestling for his father, all that before joining the University of Mary's wrestling program.
As far as his development through his career, I mean, he would go back and wrestle himself now, like his senior year versus his freshman year, he'd pin himself, as a freshman. So that's always a good reflection of the development he's had.
While wrestling for Mary, Morgan became a 4-time academic all-conference honoree and earned the prestigious Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Miles Brand All-Academic with Distinction Award for 2023. That prestigious honor is bestowed to senior NSIC Conference student athletes who have a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or higher, who are exhausting their eligibility, and who are on track to graduate. And how about this? Jacob Morgan was one of only 4 wrestlers in the conference to receive that honor.
Strives to be better in everything he does. He's got a sincere desire and is very, very authentic about who he is, and he worked his tail off. I mean, his work ethic every day, the determination that he had, I can't ask for much more from any guy that I've ever had in my program in that regard. And in his responsibility, I mean, he is going to be a guy that you could rely on. I don't care what it is. If you asked him to do something, he would do it without hesitation. I mean, he is loyal, and his work ethic and all that, man, it would be, I just don't think of anything that he wouldn't do for somebody that he loved and cared about. And that should go a long way, in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your third male finalist, Jacob Morgan. Your fourth male finalist, Patrick O'Connell, Kalispell and the University of Montana. Patrick O'Connell was a 3-sport standout at Kalispell Glacier, guiding the Wolfpack to a State AA football championship and State AA basketball championship. He originally continued that multi-sport route in football and baseball at the University of Mary before eventually walking on with the Montana Grizzlies football team.
Pat personifies achievement by an amateur athlete. He walked into our program in our winter training phase. No one even knew his name. He went from that day getting noticed to being one of the best players in our level in all of college football. So very proud of Pat and all the things he accomplished.
O'Connell's career took off his sophomore season when he led UM in sacks, and that was a trend he would continue in each of his seasons. He was named first-team All-Conference and All-American as a junior, while being tabbed a Buck Buchanan Award finalist. And as a senior, he again led the Montana Grizzlies and Big Sky Conference in sacks, garnering first-team All-Big Sky honors and second-team All-American status. Over in the classroom, he captured academic All-Conference honors and was named to the NFF's Hampshire Honor Society with a 3.64 GPA. O'Connell will marry his high school sweetheart this summer, chasing dreams of playing in the National Football League.
Well, Pat was certainly a guy that was giving of his time and, wanted to be an example for all, from kids at a young age through his teammates. And again, he exemplifies what you want out of a collegiate football player, collegiate athlete, in terms of leadership, effort level, intensity, and really just being an awesome competitor on the field and a gentleman off it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your fourth and final male finalist, Patrick O'Connell. And now it's time to announce the winner of the 2023 Male Montana AAU Little Sullivan Award. Congratulations to Duncan Hamilton. Unfortunately, Duncan was unable to be with us this evening, but on behalf of Duncan, his family, his teammates, and his coaches, thank you to the Montana AAU for this honor, and congratulations to each of the finalists for your accomplishments and accolades. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for all 8 of your Little Sullivan Award finalists, congratulations. So congratulations once again to your winners, to your finalists, to their families and friends and coaches and teachers, and everyone that's led them here to this point. We've got some bright futures ahead of us for these 8 individuals, and can't wait to see what's next and what life brings their way. Congratulations once again. Thank you for the honor of allowing me to be your virtual MC. On behalf of the Montana AAU, everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend.